Minecraft has loads of secret features you probably didn't even know the game could handle, like how you can just import a 3D model with no mods. Your creations don't have to be cubes anymore. They could be circular, spherical, or even an entire 3D world with no blocks. Now that's a building life hack. Just import a custom castle. You can do this with your skin too. They already have 3D layers, but what if they were 4D? Well, that's how people describe this trick, where you replace the player model with something custom. Okay, turn me back, please. This block here doesn't follow the grid because it's secretly a mob. It's called a display entity, and you can make vertical slabs, animated blocks, massive blocks, and even a cute little block that follows you around using just a couple commands. The possibilities are endless. Display entities can also be items or text, but they can only be spawned with commands, making them a really useful trick for building in creative. Taking that a step further, Mojang made a tool that lets you make your own new features in just a few clicks. This is the Minecraft Item, Entity, and Block Wizard. You select the properties you want, design the look of your new feature, and boom, it auto-generates a pack that puts it in the game and it's fully functional. Mojang give us these things but can't give us all 3 mobs. They're almost as productive as me. To unlock this secret feature, you just need a resource pack. Shaders with no mods on consoles? Yep, it's true. It's technically a deferred lighting rendering pipeline, but it looks just as good as what the shaders mod does, but without needing to install anything. You can morph just like the morph mod, but in vanilla Minecraft with the 2023 April Fool's snapshot. You can even become small by drinking a potion of small. Features from past April Fool's snapshots have made it into the final game, so maybe some of these will get added soon. Mojang have already coded it in, and a lot of map makers really want this. Oh yeah, almost forgot, you can also go to the moon in the same snapshot. All you've got to do is get up 700 blocks in the air by inflating a cow. The moon is made of cheese blocks and it's populated with unique structures and cheese cows. Don't think they'll be adding that one to the main game anytime soon. The moon's not quite as round in Minecraft as it is in real life, but with this simple resource pack, we can make Minecraft a little too round. This pack uses a shader to make Minecraft spherical with no mods, like Animal Crossing. Using the same shader technique, you can completely flatten the world into 2D. This lets you make stuff like 2D Minecraft and even some pretty crazy optical illusions. When can I get off these stairs? And this guy even put a classic 2D Zelda game into Minecraft using that exact same trick. Yes, this is actually vanilla Minecraft. You only need to open the world file and it looks like this. It's got it all. Classic characters like these things. Look, the game might be a bit dated, but the Minecraft features he's used here are cutting edge. However, there's no need for shaders to do that when you've got the brand new /camera command. This is a feature for Bedrock Edition that lets map makers detach the player's point of view from their head, meaning you can do things like play in 2D, have an over-the-shoulder view, or even see from a top-down perspective. The camera can be smoothly animated from one point to another, letting you make proper cutscenes without teleporting the player. It's like Replay Mod, but in real time. The camera command may be new, but players have been doing vanilla lighting tricks for over a decade. In this classic map from 2015, based on Mirror's Edge, a resource pack was used to replace very specifically placed blocks to create the illusion of there being shadows, long before vanilla shaders were a thing and without using the shaders mod. There's a secret new way to make maps in Bedrock Edition. It's even better than Worlds Edit, but you can only access it with a special shortcut on PC. This is the new editor mode, where you can select sections of your world and muck around with them in a much more interactive way than plugins ever used to allow. I can't believe this is in the actual game without any external tools. Java Edition lets you make custom super flat maps, but there's never been a way to do it on Bedrock. Well, the feature is actually coded into the game, but left hidden. Using this tool, you can make the game generate custom super flat terrain or even single biome worlds. Why isn't this in the UI yet? The game supports it. It can give you some very strange results sometimes, so that's probably why. And this map here is the debug world, a secret world you can get to in Java Edition by creating a world in just the right way. By holding Alt while clicking the world type option, you'll be able to enter debug mode. This secret world has one of every single block state. Not just every single block, but every single possible combination that each block can be placed in. Yeah, that's a lot easier than placing it by hand. And it's really great for when you're making a resource pack. Speaking of resource packs, you might think they're just for textures, sounds, shaders, and models, as you've already seen. However, Bedrock Edition allows for even more than that. You can modify the entire user interface. Don't like the hotbar being at the bottom? Just put it at the top. Don't know why you do that, but you can. People have used this secret feature to make Bedrock look like Java, or even make it look like the old legacy console version. Now that's an improvement. It was perfect. Old versions are fun, but don't you just want to play the Minecraft you see in the trailers? It looks so cool. Well, it's possible. With some shaders, the Bare Bones resource pack, and the Fresh Animations resource pack, you can spice up the game's visuals and give them that cartoony style that Mojang advertised the game with. It feels so much more alive. Another way to make Minecraft more animated is by inserting your own body movements into the game. It sounds crazy, but there are many ways people have done this. In 2015, Seth Bling used an Xbox Kinect and managed to play charades, with his actual human body controlling the pose of an armor stand. In 2011, this guy used used a Kinect to 3D scan himself juggling and make a giant 3D statue that moves. He even scanned his own cat. Now that would be a terrifying mob, especially in VR. And with Minecraft VR, you can do something similar. In Java Edition, you can move your limbs with VR controllers, and other players who also have the Vivecraft mod can see your movements in real time. With no mods, Bedrock Edition has full VR support. You can get absolutely annihilated by mobs in fully immersive 3D. Luckily, if it gets too much, you can switch to the VR living room mode. The default one feels like you're inside a Minecraft animation, with cursed blocks like a table, a chair, a sofa, and a working TV. Not many people know that this is customizable with regular old 3D models. I made this realistically lit room with just a resource pack. Speaking of real life, it's not actually made of cubes, is it? I've spent so much time in this game I almost forgot. Well, you can remove all the cubes from Minecraft with the No Cubes mod, and it's certainly more no, it's not realistic at all, is it really? For some actual realism that Minecraft's engine can somehow handle, this is the physics mod. When paired with shaders, this really changes the game, and you don't even need a NASA supercomputer to run it. It's got realistic snow that deforms as you move through it, wavy water to sail across, and even realistic smoke that accurately fills up the space. Wouldn't want to be in the nether with that. Wither skeletons have a secret feature in their code too. If they somehow get their hands on a bow, even if it's not enchanted, they'll still shoot flaming arrows at you, just when you thought they couldn't get more dangerous. They can't normally get bows without commands, so it's really odd that this feature was added. When you're in a bit of a pickle, you can actually ping someone just like on Discord. If you put the @ symbol in chat on Bedrock Edition, it comes up with a list of everyone who's online. If someone pings you, your name will be highlighted in yellow. You can even ping everyone by typing @here. Looks like nobody's around to help right now though. I've had a Bedrock SMP for 5 years and I didn't even realize this was a feature. This one's pretty well known, but I've been using it a lot lately. You might know you can use the pick block button in creative, but did you know you can use it in survival to instantly get an item from the depths of your inventory? It's really useful when building. Now let's say building by hand is not your kind of thing. What if Redstone could do it for you? Here's a fully functional 3D printer made in Minecraft. You just shove some shulker boxes full of concrete in the chest, and because dispensers can place each one, hoppers can extract the materials from inside and drop them into the printer. Once it's all printed, the sand drops down and reveals your masterpiece. If that's still too basic for you, here's Mojang's secret programming language they made only for Bedrock Edition, and you can use it too. I'm not talking about command blocks. This is Molang. Its most useful feature lets you access the internal data for any mob. You can get a mob's health, its name, or even if it's pregnant. It's great for making resource packs that change how things look based on what's happening. For example, this pig's size is linked to its health. You can also use a normal programming language in Minecraft with Bedrock Edition's new script API. It sounds complex because it is. Simply put, you can code your own mods without actually having to mod the game. You could make your own mini-games, like this quiz that I coded. That's barely scratching the surface. It even runs on consoles, where mods are normally pretty impossible. You could probably make an emulator with this, but you wouldn't need to because this guy made the entire original Pokemon game in Minecraft. Everything is one-to-one recreated, and it plays exactly like the game would on an actual Game Boy. How did he do it? With 357,000 command blocks. It's one of the most amazing redstone structures I've ever seen. However, it does get slightly beaten by this. These three made Minecraft in Minecraft. Yeah, you can make a CPU with redstone. It may only have enough processing power for a world that's 8x8 blocks, and it's not exactly in full color, but it's an entire 3D game. There's 16 different types of block, and you can even craft stuff. It's amazing, and there's not much that's more ambitious, apart from the entire universe in Minecraft. It seems like an impossible feat, but that's exactly what this guy built. Planets, galaxies, black holes. Created in Minecraft by just one guy. All of it's in there, but I'm stuck here. Brilliant. Wait, is that the way home? Ah, not quite. Or maybe it is. Mojang reject features all the time, but that hasn't stopped players from getting them anyway. Mirrors are one of those examples. You can get some pretty physically accurate ones with RTX, but an even more impressive way is through particles. This custom particle made in Bedrock Edition reflects everything it can see. It's not very high detail, but for a particle effect to be doing this, it's amazing. And here's something even more impressive that's been made with particles. This program converts images to particles that can be used with a Java Edition data pack. Bit more of an impressive painting than this one built with blocks. You can also make some pretty big stuff, like these massive doors which can even be opened. Hello? Oh, it's one of these. This next feature's pretty scary. Minecraft skins used to be able to contain virus code. In a 2018 report from security company Avast, they claimed that 50,000 Minecraft accounts had been infected with malware designed to wipe your hard drive because the skin they were using had malicious code inside the image file. Luckily, Mojang put out a response saying the code would not be run or read by the game itself, and then added a feature that automatically strips out anything that's not part of the image when you upload a skin. Looks like this one slipped through. Oh, evokers. Something about them you might not know is that if they aren't busy fighting anything, there's a chance they'll turn any nearby blue sheep into red ones. As this is a reference to another game that Microsoft own, they used the exact same sound effect from it. In that game, priests can turn enemy units into friendly units. Not exactly gonna help right now though. Alright, I've got one more secret feature I've never seen mentioned online before. While it's pretty common knowledge that pressing F3 and P at the same time makes Java Edition stop automatically pausing the game when you tab out, which is pretty useful for recording videos, there's never been a way to do it on Bedrock Edition. Until now. Creating a shortcut with no pause equals true, and running that will stop the game from automatically pausing. You're welcome, Bedrock YouTubers. Now there's one more Bedrock Edition feature that you might not have heard of. It's called a render controller. These are found in resource packs and are pretty powerful. You can use the Molang from earlier to affect how things show up in the game. It's not cheating, it's a vanilla feature. Cheats are off. Right, let's go home. And for 50 more Minecraft secrets you probably also don't know, watch this video right here. Oh, and subscribe too!